All right, and a good morning and a welcome to everyone. It's a pleasure to have you with you. I'll try to make a couple of quick announcements. Did try to speed up the service just a tad. Perhaps that was an erroneous thing for me to do. Please let me know on your way out. One thing, I've been a little weird the last couple weeks, and I felt like I've really been off my game today. But let me tell you something. Being off my game today was nothing like the way I felt last Sunday. And I'm sitting there telling you guys that I have this crazy idea about planting churches. I mean, what minister stands up and says that in a sermon? That's ridiculous, right? Turns out on the Thursday of this week, we had a meeting with the evangelism secretary for the district, and the district is offering up to $10,000 to churches who will do exactly that. And so we started thinking of ways we could create satellite ministries, study groups, congregations, whatever, from Good Shepherd Lutheran Church in the region. And so this is something I'd like to pursue with some vigor if the Holy Spirit so moves in the congregation. So the long and short of it is we're in the prayer phase right now. Please be praying about that. And there are a bunch of ways that these things could happen, and I don't want to go into them all today. But Good Shepherd, with our technology, with our space, would obviously be the hub of these smaller congregations and these other ministries, depending on the format of the ministry. But if you feel compelled to have a Bible study group, a new Bible study group, some kind of potential church meeting in your home, some kind of satellite ministry, wherever you're at, please let me know ASAP so we can work it into the planning phase. Okay, very important stuff. I know we could probably use something north of town, for example. I'm not sure how far west of town we could use something. If we have an alternative ministry, maybe we want a ministry with higher accountability for some reasons, we could have something in town. You see what I'm saying? Different groups, different types of things for different needs. Won't necessarily lead to other churches, although if it does, hey, why not? Maybe we'll have a sister congregation, and if things get sparse, then we can have a dual parish relationship or something. There are all kinds of possibilities. And I believe God is calling us to do that, or at least me to do that. So let me know if that resonates with you and how the Holy Spirit leads on that.
So, question about churches. So, when you said they're going to be branching out, so you meant they're going to be branching out from this church specifically?
Yes, this church specifically. Right. The first thing we're going to look at is a satellite church model, which is becoming more and more popular. People can gather together, and if we do have a number of these things, you would have lay leadership whenever the church meets, and if there's a desire, I would fall into a circuit rider pattern where maybe Sunday evenings or something, I might visit one of these with communion or other official things and stuff like that, and start to grow the congregation that way. These groups would then choose Good Shepherd to meet for big functions like Easter sunrise service, or things of that nature where a larger assembly is desired, maybe Reformation services or stuff like that, Christmas Eve services. So this is going to be the hub of activity, at least for the very beginning. So that's a game plan that we're looking at. Any other questions, comments, ideas? Yeah. Oh, there you are, Ricky. Sorry, I can't see over the spotlight.
We have another meeting on the 9th at 5 o'clock. Anybody that wants to get involved in this, and by the way, that's part of the story. It's where it's coming from. That's what he's talking about is where it's going to. And anyway, there's a lot to talk over. Please show up on the 9th and let's talk about it.
Okay, so yeah, meeting on the 9th.